Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fire Emblem Sacred Stones Point by Iron Man, where the current goal is don't screw up as we go kill this Cyclops. I forgot to get Natasha, um, basically any weapons because I forgot to store Arthur's, light tome in the convoy, but other than that, things are, pretty stable. Hopefully Mulder, once we get a barrier, we should be pretty good in order to get Mulder. Oh, I forgot these guys were running down. That's okay. With most of the lower part of the map cleared out, I don't think these guys are going to be doing that much damage. It's mostly going to be, do I want to get the... It's going to be getting the bow guy pulled is probably the issue. 14. Okay, Franz doesn't have the support bonus, but he definitely has the more defense. Oh. Right, I wanted to try and get him on home, but he's actually in line to be the Dothner candidate, especially if I go there. Kyle's probably just gonna be at A rank. Lances. Can take one more damage, but I think we can actually risk that. Yeah, I think we can go Steel Sword, just risk end. Cool, we got A rank support, Kyle and Ephraim. I should try and get Ephraim some extra experience where possible. Okay, well, not really going to be able to get to Kyle. Actually, since that's the only archer, I think Vanessa can be poised to strike. And as much as it might not be amazingly silly or fun, just waiting out the skeletons and getting Franz sword XP is probably a smart thing to do. Because I don't think they're going to be going after anybody else, and Ephraim definitely is safe, and Kyle doubles on both accounts, so... The question is, can I do this with a javelin? No, so I've got to use killer or silver. With killer lance. Alright, that'll lure the shaman. You know, I looked to see who Natasha had supports with, and I just completely blanked. So we're just gonna hang out, I guess. And Franz is just gonna keep getting this right. Like, everyone's got good amounts of, like, the experience distribution is not bad. It is mostly just trying to get Ephraim to 20 before promotion. And Vanessa is able to just kind of clean up over there, which is really nice, and Mulder's just getting experience. Because once I get Natasha is probably not going to be a combat unit, but I'm not going to stop her from getting a light tome just to be able to attack. That is going to be incredibly useful to have. Oh dang, broke the steel sword. Well, I'm pretty sure we got more swords for you. And that is a good chunk of weapon experience. Now, this guy with the killing edge still actually is not going to be able to do much. Right, the mages are going to do... Yeah, that's fine. Just explode them. Alright. Alright. Actually, we can go... Let's just double check. So 8 res. Yeah, they're not doubling. So 6. Yeah, I think we do this for now. Kyle just grab a fresh steel sword. And then everybody will just kind of hang out for a moment. Oh, whoops, I forgot Garcia's back here. Oops. It's not like Garcia was not in trouble. By hand axe. You know, let's have you grab Ewan. You know what, just in case something silly happens. I just might try and put some experience on you, and worse ideas have been had because being only half a deployment slot makes Ewan and Marissa just more desirable than I feel like either of them think they realistically should be at this point. Alright, so I made sure to actually get the convoy stuff correctly. Honestly, yeah, let's just grab that out of there so that way I can have it. Even if Kyle should not get crit, but even if Kyle does get crit, it shouldn't be a huge issue. This will give me the opportunity to send Natasha over here. Actually, no, I can just dump a light tome into the convoy. We stay right here and happily wait this out. I was not expecting Kyle to double that guy, to be perfectly honest. Lux, Luna, and a... Oh, right, he has extra guiding ring. I don't really want to deal with the toxin lances. Well, it's not a problem. It is... Just I really don't want to get poisoned. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll let that happen. Now to get Marissa, I need to have Ewan talk to her. And the safest, I don't know where the safest place for that is. You know what? Just take this to use hand axe. You ought to kill it. Dang, I put Kyle in the line of fire, I guess, but not really because you just did not get it at all. Luna does not have a ton of crit. I guess we'll have Ewan move towards everyone. I will leave Vanessa to catch up at her own pace. I think it's fine to have Franz. We'll just wait on this side. And then... pardon me for one moment. Sorry, my cat decided it was time to destroy furniture, which is not allowed in this house. So, I had to go dissuade that idea. And now I have a one-use index. Alright, this shop does not sell barriers, but does sell pure waters. Alright, I can at least buy... I'm just gonna buy 4 pure waters, just in case they aren't sold at the shop. I know I have a white gem in inventory. I'm just gonna buy 1 lightning, 1 shine. And that should be good until I at least get off the, until I can, like, sell the white gem and stuff. That's your 9, 11... 12. Okay. Oh wait, his attack's only 8 with Luna. This is fine. Just go here, javelin. 1 use hand axe. We'll bait him down and roll. Because even if he crits, you would only do 24. Alright, guiding ring, go to the convoy for now. Alright, hand axe breaks, Ephraim gets to finish, as much as it would have been cool to have Ewan go after that. Alright, closer to Ephraim getting the experience that he needs. Steel axe, all that steel stuff. Iron. Okay, hand axe sword slayer is probably the next thing that I need to be ready to deal with. Okay, we don't need any of those. Grab lightning for now, since it does not slow us down, and enemies are probably they're pretty weak resistance, so you don't need to, and probably should not plan on it, but Natasha can now make some attacks. Grab an extra hand axe. Get more hand axes after this. I am 90% sure that this boss does not move. But this is gonna confirm. Actually, we'll have Ephraim and Kyle just run over to this side real quick. We have the dragon shield. Yeah, we got a white gem for a ton of extra cash. The short bow is going to be extra cash. We got a good amount of stuff here. Alright, now it's just be patient and don't overextend. You know what, that happens. Those types of levels exist. 13. Okay, so he's gonna get double by everybody. Who do I want to give that entombed to? Assuming that the entombed. Do I give that to Vanessa? I could. So I could either give it to Vanessa or I could also give it to Natasha. He's got 56. 27. Okay, so we don't crit. Franz doesn't kill him, so I can still wait one more turn to decide that and get that EXP. And what I can do on this side is have Calm Lure, and then Ewan can potentially... Oh, cool, I've got a Molder support, that's great. Natasha can theoretically... go either spot. So as long as Franz doesn't crit, that entombed is up for the taking. Yeah, and I don't think I said it this time, but Ewan and Marissa are both half slots. Oh, that's so much experience. That's glorious. Vanessa might have to do some stuff on her own, because Natasha is always going to be getting experience from heals, and heals barrier, and can very easily just contribute shit. So I think Vanessa will take this one. Vanessa, just that's stat. Okay, steel sword. Okay, so now things are getting a little bit weird in terms of where everyone gets pulled to and from. What is your speed, sir? Con 9, so your speed is 11. Oh, that's why Kyle is, Kyle has crazy speed. That's why Kyle is doubling the mercenaries. Um, so if we bring that merc in, we need, yeah, Kyle and Ephraim need to be up over here on the left. Yeah, this is strange. If I want to get Marissa, I think I just have to, have someone just has to dump all of their, items. Probably Kyle, and then I just walk up and recruit her with Ewan, and they also take an axe. Oh, oops. You know, curiously, how does Franz do? Okay, so I can do very easily do rescue drop shenanigans and get around the boss. Wait, what's Franz? Yeah. So now we're gonna do this. Ephraim will stand right here. Kyle will go here. Kyle will supply all of his stuff. They will walk up. Ewan will be ready and to grab any of those guys. You'll be fine there. Thanks, Marissa. I think I give this guy to... Oh, Franz. Yeah, Franz just obliterates him. I'm guessing Garcia is also going to obliterate him. I guess Natasha can set this up for Cole. Because he needs to get out of the way for the conversation to happen. Welcome to the team, Marissa. You have a steel bow. Sorry, I'm just very focused on making sure that I got my convoy rescue drop correct. And then Kyle can just take all of his stuff back and move over one. Actually, honestly, with all this, you can take killer axe, hand axe, steel. Yeah, that's probably fine. And then let's go steel lance, weight. probably a little bit far back for you in terms of trying to bait the archer to be able to attack and pin him in, because Ewan can only move. Yeah. Whoops. How does Marissa do? Alright, Marissa, it's time to show us, alright. I may have given you in one kill, but you look like you want to be a contributor. There's no way that this guy has less than, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. So the most reliable way to do this is probably just grab bronze, steel, because I want to be able to get the sword slayer is the thing. Having the sword slayer is going to be very good, not only for morale, but potentially killing Kalok and or other sword masters. And we rescue you out. What can Colm do? Colm can do 5. Okay, Colm can theoretically steal the end. Ephraim could also theoretically, I'm assuming that's Reagan Life. Yeah. Colm and Ephraim can also theoretically steal boss kills. Marissa, I don't think can steal a boss kill, but that's okay. You can give the elixir, just take a vulnerary. Okay, with weapon triangle, she does exactly enough to not deal damage. So that means Franz can come back in, smack this guy twice, and that's actually very close to just finishing him off because no one is healing him. You know, there's a decent amount of cavalry next time, so I'm not super concerned. You know, we'll roll it with Colm, because Colm's not gonna die. And then if Colm doesn't get it, we can, never mind, Colm's got this. Combat rogue Colm is not a meme. It is. I know it's worse than Assassin because it has less constitution, but that works perfect. Alright, so now we have to make sure that we don't eat, well, actually the plan is probably going to be eat a bunch of boltings to the face, so that way I don't have to actually, deal with all of the boltings. You are going to dump that. Okay, so that's a lot of cash. Are there any other... I don't think there's any, like, strange weapons that I need to worry about selling at the moment. Right, Garcia's getting the Draco shield for his stellar performance and living at 1. Okay, so I've still got 4 completely fresh javelins, but I'm out of hand axes. Or I should say I'm out of reserve hand axes. Okay, so they do sell lunatomes now. I don't count clearing these skirmishes as anything. Like, I can go back and buy items. Just gonna fight. Retreat. Monster's gone. And I'm free to buy an item. Specifically, I want 4 more hand axes. That seems good. Now, steel sword, 10, 12. And I'll buy like 3 steel swords. Alright, that should be plenty. You know what? It's not gonna hurt me to get 1 more javelin and hand axe. Alright. Off to getting the next hero crest and not getting our dancer we go. Alright. 11. Wait, who's... Oh, Arthur decided he wanted to. Okay, so this is actually exactly 11 again. Alright, so Garrick was placed at 2, and Tethys was at 1.5, so I can use one of them. I should have bought more healing staves. That's what I didn't buy. Well, that will help. I have a lot of loans, so that's probably fine. Anyone? Right. You get the Sword Slayer out of your inventory. You are going to just try and... Okay, you don't have a lot of crit. You will absolutely just eat stuff. That energy ring is going to be gotten. Doesn't look like he's a sword master. Killer. Hand axe. Oh, right, you are gonna want one of those fresh javelins. Alright, and I think the pure water dispensary is mostly just going to have it once I run into the mages. Okay, so the question is, what the heck were in these villages? And do I care? You know, I think the answer is I just don't care, because it's going to be very risky to try and get past all of those boltings. So all right, you can theoretically just immediately promote, or because I also need to get Tethys over here, so. Okay, so this forest is where boltings could be eaten. And you have 27 attack and 7 crit. So as long as whomever is there has more than 7 resistance, they're not going to get doubled because it says 20 weight. So it's just going to, well, theoretically they could get archered as long as they have more than 14 defense. So that would be, okay. Dang, that guy is one short. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better accuracy. You can get this guy Kyle. Especially because we left animations on for you. I don't think I need to use Garrick this particular map. Do I just go Steel Sword for the weapon experience? I think I just go Steel Sword for the weapon experience. Because the faster Franz gets to S rank, the faster he does not need to worry about weapon rank. Like, I know Colm can theoretically use Homa, but getting Franz to use it is going to be so much more convenient. Alright, so with the forest, that's going to be 12. You have 9 luck. That's 7 crit. So I'm going to count again. So that's 1. I'm going to go here. Hand axe to be ready. Tasha is going to go this way. Mulder is going to wait right here. Okay, so he has 29 bulk. So if for whatever reason that particular spot is cursed, then it's cursed. I think for everything, I'm just going to use Tethys this map. I think that's going to be more useful than Garrick. So we're going to get him out of there. And dang, if I knew that, I would have refreshed and gone that way. You know what, for right now, just in case someone else needs to get rescued, Vanessa can be at the middle ground. I guess those guys have no chill. So many cavaliers. Thanks, Selena. Good dodge. Oh, Garrick is gonna just go this way. I'm assuming these guys are just iron. They're just Iron Lance, Flunkies, Iron Sword, Iron Sword. Okay. Um, That's funny that I might have actually just caused an issue because they can't see Vanessa in that spot. You guys all just wait. You have a killer axe, Franz. If I heal, that shouldn't be an issue. And we'll just do a quick diagonal run. Alright. And then you two just stay right there. This is going to be so interesting. Just wait out, bolting, and... Yep. So many angry horses. I think you regret trying to go after Garcia in a forest. Alright, so that's 2 bandits and Pegasus Knights. Alright, Alright, Garcia's back up to full. Mulder is doing well. Garrick just keeps running this way. I see no reason to not just leave him there. We're just gonna do some fancy wyvern dances. Because then we just go here, Killer Land, Silver Lance. Right. Bronze gets healed up again. We're 2 boltings down out of 5. You have a javelin. We're not going to have you hit Natasha. I should just... Okay, so it's the forest on the other side. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Oh no, not more horses. Honestly, the Pegasus Knights are potentially going to mess with me more than most anything else, because they can just go around the go around all the rivers. Not that they're particularly dangerous, but they do exist there. Alright, 2 boltings. Full health. You deal 20. You know, I can just have Kyle move forward to get ready to deal with this guy. Because Kyle is less likely to get crit anyway. Hold on. Alright. Kyle can actually just deal with him on the proper side of the bridge. Or Garrick can't even run to deposit all of his stuff. I think I just let those guys come to Vanessa this turn. Because Vanessa has to double them both anyway. And then I can fly Vanessa back to get healed if any other Cavaliers decide to move forward. Yeah, the villages are toast. And I'm not gonna, like... This is such a safe bolting strategy, I don't know what else I would do with it. This is the last bolting. So that spot should be safe. Alright, so Molder's in the clear. I should have had Vanessa try and get over there to get healed. Garcia's just gonna wait there. You'll wait here for now. You're all safe. Hand axe is there. Steel lance and a javelin. Home, you wait there with the lance reaver. You just get out for now. That is good enough accuracy. Ephraim, equip a javelin. Franz. I think Franz can probably wait with a javelin because they're not going to go after... They shouldn't go after him. Yeah, these villages are just going to get torched, but it is a price to pay for just waiting out 5 boltings and not having to do anything. Alright, We're in the clear. All of the boltings are gone. Still have to deal with a bunch of Pegasus Knights, but that is a lot simpler. Alright, Killer Axe is gone. You know what, you're just gonna wait in the top left corner. Both of you can get to Garcia. He's got a full enough hand axe. Is Mulder in a safe location? Mulder is in a safe location. Tethys is in a safe location. We can just heal Vanessa up. And from there, just end the turn. And the Pegasus Knights don't realize how terrible of weapon triangle advantage they're at. Sorry, village. Just waiting 5 turns and not having to get boltinged is great investment. No, why did you go after France? Dang it. Alright, none of you have horse slayers, right? Alright, good. Get over here, Franz. Alright, if I have to hit twice anyway, we're just gonna go Iron Sword. Alright, how far are you going? Okay. I'll still hold the Lance Reaver for 1 turn. I think 1 more turn here waiting out the Pegasus Knights, and then I get to do something fancy. Because I don't want Garcia to walk into the sword guys, so we'll just wait 1 more turn. It's the grand scheme of just patience and things going well for those who wait. Like Franz getting sword experience. Might not be as much with the steel sword, but there we go, A rank. So Franz can now also use silver swords, which is going to be incredibly useful. And Ephraim will gladly take the extra experience. So many pirates. Alright. This sniper is going to be honestly some of the the sniper. Oh, this guy's a red gem. I'm glad that I checked that. The dragon spear guy. All right, that's another one to watch out for. You know, there's probably a better way to have gone about that, but Franz is continuing to steal Vanessa's strength. Close enough to full. There's no way I'm getting to that in 2 turns. Do these guys have hand axes? Yeah. That's annoying. I guess Colm can just wait in this forest of the killing edge for now. Both of those guys can't really make it very far. Alright, cool stuff. Garcia can just walk across because he's really cool. And then what I can do over here is rescue. Double check the attack range. Drop Molder, and then be ready to go. Then Garrick is still just in the upper left-hand corner. I should actually... Wait, he's a mercenary. He should be able to cross water. But yeah. There's a decent chunk of map left. I know that I just did kind of like a half a map, like after Phantom Ship it's been half a map and half a map, but I think it's probably about time to call it. Selen is out of boltings. I have forsaken the rewards for consistency and safety, but my whole army's here and safe. Selena's not moving anywhere, and I can now approach the center island with no fear because there's no more bolting. Actually, I should probably be aware of this troubadour's sleep range. That's probably relevant, but Natasha does have a restore staff, and Molder could also grab one out of convoy. So we are in pretty darn good shape to just continue cleaning up this map and work our way towards Grotto Keep, and then remember to buy more healing stabs next time. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a good time. This has been some of the most fun I've been having playing vanilla Sacred Stones again. So have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya!